Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two of the best hitters in baseball, Goldschmidt and McCutchen, are next. Irvin Santana, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, right-handed hitters do not have a lot of success against him. Let's see what happens here.
A.J. Pollock makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Arizona, center fielder, number 11.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And this is the final game of the homestand before they hit the road for 7 games, so you can bet they'd like to head out on a winning note.
Santana's ready. Here's the 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Gene Segura will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you look at his batting average this season, it's really kind of unexpectedly poor because you know he's a good hitter.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Two out, nobody on. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So very nice work there by Santana. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Ruby De La Rosa gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
John Jaso comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, first baseman, John Jaso.
And he takes ball 1. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Ready on 1 and 2. Lifted into center field. Pollock is there, and he has it for the first out. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
Josh Harrison will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Pollock. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Andrew McCutchen gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. After 1, no score. Jake Lamb makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Santana gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Pretty evident here that they weren't going to give this guy anything to pull in this at-bat. I mean, the guy has such quick hands through the pitch inside. But you're going to see that all 4 of these pitches on the outer half of the plate, and he just can't adjust to any of them.
Standing in now, David Peralta. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. The average has been good, 306 to start the day. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Popped high in the air. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Yasmani Tomas will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Harrison has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Gregory Polanco will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, and you'll wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard towards center. And the Pirates have their first base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Into the box, Matt Joyce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back easily. Here's David Freese to stand in. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
Three and 0 count. Here it comes. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses for ball 4.
Batting 7th, catcher
Francisco Cervelli will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is flared right back over the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
No, he's safe.
So that'll go down as an E4 as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Jordy Mercer steps in, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely a guy to keep your eye on right now. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And they lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. still 2-2. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Tomas moves over, and that retires the side. Pirates strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Pittsburgh, we get a shot from the city across the Monongahela River. Try to say that 10 times fast. Wellington Castillo will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Santana steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury. As she'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Ruby De La Rosa will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Oh, and he botches it.
Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. It was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in, and he's saying, what's so hard about this?
Into the box, A.J. Pollock lays off 1-0.
Well, Santana's got to be saying, where was that?
That's wide, 2-0.
Well, now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hitter's count now. Here's the 2-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Polanco, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here. That 2-out single that kept this inning alive. I mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with 2 away. Pays off for them big time here.
Gene Segura standing in.
Shortstop.
As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
At home run, estimated at 401 feet. Two out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swinging a soft liner. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Two and 0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Jason will be under it to put it away, and the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Irvin Santana digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Irvin Santana.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
John Jaso will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
And a high strike there, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. Segura for one. On to Goldschmidt. A double play.
Oh, that's a sweet play coming off the bag. This ball's pretty much smashed right at him. So he takes it on the one hop and then fires on to second to start the 3-6-3.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Bucks go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Jake Lamb is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Santana looks in. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
David Peralta in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Two runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
The left fielder, number 24, Yasmani Tomas.
Yasmani Tomas stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And if he got caught chasing the high fastball on 0-1, you can bet he's going to see another one on 0-2. Good job to lay off that one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Santana working on 68 pitches to this point in the afternoon. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Rocket to third. In there, a base hit.
And it's just the fourth inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Brandon Drury gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
3 hits now in the inning. He's pretty fortunate this one doesn't score a run, and that's going to load the bases now with 2 away, so it might take a 4th hit here to put something on the board.
Ruby De La Rosa will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Andrew McCutchen is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Segura has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
Gregory Polanco is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Stepping in, Matt Joyce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're still down. It's 2-0. A.J. Pollock heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Line drive to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Gene Segura will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Santana comes set. First pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Harrison. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, this one's going to go as an infield single, and it keeps the inning rolling right here. Now, as you see, he tries to rush this ball over to second base, hoping to get the force, but it's going to get there just a little bit too late, and everybody's safe.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Well, this falls under the heading, getting it done any way you can. That'll go as an infield signal, so now the bases are loaded, nobody out.
Jake Lamb will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. And he's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
David Peralta will stride in. popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
You can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've gotten 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here? 2-0.
I think he's got to.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks leave him loaded, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, David Freese, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Francisco Cervelli, the hitter now, 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. For Freese, he's credited with double number 11 so far this year. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Well, down by 2, this is exactly what you're looking for. You get the leadoff double, now a single. You got the tying run on here at first with nobody out.
Jordy Mercer will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make them get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tomas on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
And the key here was just to get an out. Yeah, you gave up a run, but now he's maybe a pitch away from getting a double play ball and getting out of the inning.
Irvin Santana steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of dipping himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's John Jaso now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Josh Harrison steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And Pollock will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Wellington Castillo will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning.
Castillo.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
McCutcheon is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
I think he might have gotten into that home run trot a little early. Now, off the bat, I think he thought that this was out of here, but it winds up just shy of the wall out there in dead center field.
Digging in now, Brandon Drury. He singled his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Hit hard to short. Taken in by Mercer. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Ruby De La Rosa will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Andrew McCutchen gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Center fielder.
De La Rosa into his motion. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Sent on the ground out to second. Drury is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Gregory Polanco will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
In there, strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. You know, getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. No doubt that second inning is the one that really sticks out. He had to use a lot of his energy getting through that one.
Matt Joyce ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Felipe Rivero is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
73, Felipe Rivero.
A.J. Pollock will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is McCutchen. 1 away.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Gene Segura ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Polanco. 2 down.
I really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's got 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Paul Goldschmidt gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, and here's another look at this one. This is from about 1,500 feet up in the air. It's the blimp cam, everybody. And you saw the jump he got, and he had that one stolen easy.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. David Freese steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
De La Rosa gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. In the air to straightaway right. Peralta is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Stepping in now, Francisco Cervelli. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Hard liner towards short, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Jordy Mercer will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And this is how he's just going to mess with your mind up there. You wind up taking the pitches that are in the strike zone, and then you chase after the ones that are nowhere close. You know what? That is good pitching.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Rivera.
Dominic Brown will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13, Dominic Brown.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Chopped foul wide of first.
That ball's foul.
One and two, here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Pirates leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Tony Watson will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Tony Watson.
David Peralta digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Yusmani Tomas will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
1-0 pitch on the way. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Drilled on the ground to short, and he'll try and knock it down at short, but it gets on by him.
These guys haven't lacked for hits, but it's a little surprising that they only have 2 runs on the board. Someone needs to start making these guys pay for allowing so many base runners.
Brendan Drury will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. 1 left for Arizona. Score remains 2-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Daniel Hudson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 41, Daniel Hudson. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot, number 13.
Into the box now, John Jaso. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Leading off for the Pirates, first baseman, John Jaso.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Hot shot on the ground to short. There's Segura. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Josh Harrison stands in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
To 2-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Set to deal on 2-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knot things up at 2-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Neftali Feliz comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied.
Number 30, Neftali Feliz.
Striding into the box, Nick Ahmed, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Nick Ahmed.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As this is on the ground softly down to third. Freeze scoops it up onto first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Now to the plate, Gene Segura. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Elise is ready. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that duck.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Gregory Polanco will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Left fielder.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He shut him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, the key on that play, do not panic. You've got the luxury of time that maybe you don't have at short or third, and he's able to regather this ball and make the play at first.
Matt Joyce will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One out, nobody on. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
To first, taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
David Freese steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Archimedes Caminero will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames.
Archimedes Caminero.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Settling in now, Jake Lamb. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
David Peralta ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there. 1-1. Called strike in a dangerous location there. 1-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Splitter. 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Diamondbacks down in order. Score remains 2-2. Francisco Cervelli ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Francisco Cervelli.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
He's put together 2 spotless innings so far out of the bullpen. I think a third would be above and beyond the call of duty.
Jordy Mercer will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Segura is there in time to first, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Sean Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Sean Rodriguez.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Comes set with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Ryan Vogelsong will be summoned from the bullpen here as he'll take over to start inning number 11.
Ryan Vogelsong.
Yasmani Tomas struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Polanco going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Man, this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double. The chance to take the lead late in this ballgame. He's pointing into his dugout saying, let's go, you guys.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Tap fouled at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
I love a guy on the mound that will pitch with some emotion. He's not out of this inning yet, but he feels like he's locked in. Did you see his reaction after that strikeout?
Chris Owings will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 16, Chris Owings.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's right there for Freese, and he is out trying to steal third.
And if this is just the second inning or so, I'd say you need to be pretty sure you can get there if you take off for third. But if it's this late in the game and you're the go-ahead run, you have to be absolutely positive you can make it. I mean, games are lost on bad decisions like that one right there.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball hit foul off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Hot shot to third, fielded by Freese. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 2-2. Socrates Brito will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 30.
Randall Delgado will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just 1 would be the end of this ballgame.
Randall Delgado.
John Jaso strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Up for the Pirates, first baseman, John Jaso.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Weakly hit towards first. Goldschmidt takes it in. To the bag with it is Goldschmidt to record the out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Josh Harrison ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, and it was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And there you go. Now that potential winning run is on at first base. I don't think they'll try to butt him over here either. Not with 1 out already. They'll be open for a gapper to try and end this right here, right now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Ready now, Andrew McCutcheon. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. The 1-0 delivery. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Ready with the 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And there he goes towards second. Hit hard to short. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
Boy, that is just absolutely the wrong time for something like that to happen. That moves the potential winning run into scoring position. It's almost like they're trying to hand these guys a walk-off victory.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. One there. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. 11 innings, can't decide it. On to the 12th. Still tied. Number 60 will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 60.
Nick Ahmed will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play, and it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. A.J. Pollock is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Little dribbler down the line. Freeze gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Quick outs are the key at this point in the ball game. Save your bullets. You never know how far you're going to have to go.
Gene Segura digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Joyce is there. And that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Matt Joyce is set to take his turn, leading things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Grounded to the right, fielded by Goldschmidt. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
David Freese gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Hey, when you're representing the winning run, the old saying is, get on any way you can. This one hurts more than most of the other ways, but they're a step closer to maybe winning the ball game.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. On to first, and they get the double play. Nothing doing here this half. Time to put the coffee pot on. 13th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Paul Goldschmidt steps in to begin the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after 2 straight off-speed pitches.
Now here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Jake Lamb stands in here trying to get off the schneid. He's 0 for 5 so far.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for him, but he's got to let it go. You know, 1 for 6 is, what, 167 points better than an 0 for 6. And I'm not even sure how he did that math so fast.
One-0 count. Here it is. In there, and it's even at 1. High pop-up. Mercer is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 6.
And you can see what they're trying to do on show track. In, and in. Well, he finally gets him to pop something up here.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Into the box, Socrates Brito, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yep, they're able to get that force at second base, but that's it. So meanwhile, that go-ahead run gets to move up 90 feet. He's now standing on third.
And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The batter, pitcher, Randall Delgado.
Phil Gosselin will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Oscar Hernandez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 28, Oscar Hernandez.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. 2 out, bases loaded. Hit to third. Oh, and this is off the glove of Freeze. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. Score remains 2-2. Oscar Hernandez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 28, Oscar Hernandez.
Dominic Leone will come on now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning. Jordy Mercer will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, here it is. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Hit to first. Backhanded. To the bag with it is Goldschmidt to record the out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Standing in now, Ryan Vogelsong, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away.
Wow. You know, neither team really seems to want to take command of this ball game. I mean, this is ripe for the picking. Yet guys are just not coming up with good at-bats right now.
John Jaso strides in, grounded out his last time through. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Grounded to first. Goldschmidt comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Nick Ahmed is set to go at the plate to lead off the top half.
Second baseman, Nick Ahmed.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. A quick out number 1.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollard.
A.J. Pollard is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the Diamondbacks forge ahead. It's now 3-2.
Well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet. Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his strength, this ball's going a long way.
Gene Segura standing in as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, 3 for 6 in the ball game to this point. Jared Hughes is going to make an appearance now as he'll take over here in the 14th inning.
Jared Hughes.
He's set and the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Runner at first here, one man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he can't make contact there on strike three, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Jake Lamb takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it. But
this ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 4-2. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And in a game like this, there's no telling how important an insurance run that may turn out to be. He plates that run on the RBI double to make it a 2-run lead now, which may not sound like that much, but it makes a world of difference for anyone who's coming in to try to close this game.
David Peralta digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here, as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. D-backs lead it 4-2. Tyler Clippard will come on now, and at least they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Clippard.
Number 60 will get his first cuts here.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, number 60.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead,
He chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Andrew McCutcheon steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just one out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Gregory Polanco comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Peralta shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, it took them 14 innings to get to this point, but at least they're going to come away with a well-fought victory here on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 4-2. So long from Pittsburgh.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks: 4 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on.